Good morning, Central Arizona, and welcome to your Monday, November 10th edition of Central Arizona News. Brought to you by Lowry's Window and Door, serving happy, satisfied customers here for over 30 years. And by Plant Fair Nursery on Highway 260 in Star Valley. That's where they specialize in the best quality, best variety, and best advice. For Tonto-TV.com and KRIM Radio, I'm Randy Roberson. A tense standoff in Yavapai County ended peacefully this past Thursday, and dozens of animals are now safe. Over in Congress, Arizona, the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office says a wanted felon is in custody after barricading himself inside a home for several hours. Deputies tried to contact 54-year-old Dominic Anthony Esprella around 7:30 Thursday morning at a residence on South Grandview Drive. Esprella, who was wanted on 117 counts of animal cruelty out of Maricopa County, plus additional animal cruelty and failure to appear warrants in Yavapai County, they refused to come out. Deputies set up a secure perimeter and called the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office SWAT team and crisis negotiators. After several hours of communication, Esprella eventually surrendered just after noon, peacefully and without further incident. After his arrest, animal control officers recovered 39 cats and one dog from the property. Officials say the animals were mostly in good health and are now in safe care, including a few tiny kittens now being fostered by one of the animal control officers. The sheriff's office praised the teamwork that helped bring the situation to a safe end, saying, quote, "Animal abuse is not acceptable and offenders will be held accountable." Esprella had reportedly been on the run for more than 4 years before Thursday's arrest. In other news, a Phoenix man will spend the next 6 years in federal prison after plotting a hate-fueled campaign to target Christian churches across several states. The U.S. Department of Justice says 46-year-old Zimnako Sela was sentenced in federal court on Friday following his conviction earlier this year on hate crime charges. Prosecutors say Sela planted fake bomb threats in churches in Arizona, California, and Colorado between September and November of 2023. In one case, they say he strapped a backpack to a toilet inside a Christian church meant to look like an explosive device in an effort to intimidate and obstruct people from worshiping. A Sacramento jury convicted Sela back in March, finding that he had targeted the victims because of their faith. Investigators later discovered evidence that Sela had been building a real bomb capable of fitting inside a backpack and that he had been watching ISIS propaganda and searching online for videos of, quote, infidels dying. Federal prosecutors say Sela's plot was stopped thanks to alert church security teams, local law enforcement, and the FBI. In a statement, Assistant Attorney General Hamit Dillon said, quote, "Those who target people because of their faith will face the full force of federal law." Well, the FBI says this case is a reminder that hate-driven threats against places of worship will be met with zero tolerance, and that vigilance from the public remains a key line of defense. And finally, tomorrow morning, the Town of Payson will come together to honor America's heroes with a heartfelt Veterans Day ceremony dedicated to those who served and to the families and communities who support them. The Town of Payson is inviting everyone to attend its annual Veterans Day ceremony taking place Tuesday morning at 9:30 a.m. inside the Payson High School auditorium. This year's theme, honoring all who served and those who support them. It's meant to recognize not only the men and women who've worn the uniform, but also the loved ones and citizens who stand behind them. The ceremony will feature a full program of special tributes and patriotic performances, including a presentation of the colors, an invocation and benediction, remarks from the mayor of Payson, as well as the police and fire chief, and a patriotic medley of service hymns performed by the Payson Choral Society singers. There will also be moving performances from the Vibe Dance Academy, a youth tribute, the singing of Amazing Grace, and a solemn bugle performance of taps. Following the ceremony, the Rim Country Classic Auto Club will treat a select group of veterans to lunch, continuing a local tradition of gratitude and community appreciation. Organizers say this year's event is about more than remembrance. It's about renewing our commitment to the values and freedoms veterans have fought to defend. The public is encouraged to attend and join in celebrating those who've served, and that's tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. at the Payson High School auditorium. The town's message for this year's observance is simple and timeless. Quote, "In God we trust." Well, the record warmth we've had recently won't last much longer. A powerful storm is on the way. I'll show you when the rain, wind, and even mountain snow could return to Arizona and how much cooler it'll get by the weekend. Your full Tonto-TV forecast is coming up next.
For over 30 years, Lowry's Window and Door has been serving the Payson and Rim Country area by designing window and door systems that bring the outside in. Our goal is to help our customers by creating a healthier, more comfortable environment with natural light and open air that completely transforms space from the inside out. We offer dynamic lifestyle-changing solutions that transform residential and commercial spaces in any environment or climate, from contemporary to traditional. The products we offer are known for their quality and value. We are proud to offer Western window systems, Milgard, Geldwin, La Cantina doors, and Pello windows and doors. As certified installers, Lowry's Window and Door has the training and expertise to take your vision and create a retrofit window system or new home package that will enhance and upgrade your home's value. Our products are backed by the best warranty programs in the industry. To help choose the most unique, functional, and high-performance options, please contact us today.
Fall is for planting, and right now is the best time to give your garden a head start for spring. At Plant Fair Nursery on Highway 260 in Star Valley, they've got everything you need. Evergreens, great fall color in other trees, flower bulbs, fall annuals, and even cool weather veggies. With all of these, when you plant in fall, roots grow strong all winter long. So by spring, you'll see nearly a full year's worth of growth advantage. Make this your season to grow. Stop by Plant Fair Nursery in Star Valley and plant the future today. Plant Fair Nursery, where every season starts with fall. Well, welcome back. It's been feeling more like September than November across Arizona, but that's about to change. A powerful Pacific system is on the way, and it's going to bring a big shift from record warmth to rain, mountain snow, and true fall temperatures. After days of sunshine and near record highs, the desert Southwest is about to trade in the heat for a long-awaited taste of fall. Forecasters with the National Weather Service say a strong ridge of high pressure, the system responsible for this unseasonably warm weather, will begin to weaken by midweek. Highs around Phoenix and the lower deserts will hover in the upper 80s to near 90 today, then slowly cool into the mid-80s by Wednesday and Thursday. Skies will start to see more high clouds drifting in, with a few breezes by Thursday afternoon, especially across southwestern Arizona and the lower Colorado River. But the real change arrives on Friday. That's when a fast-moving Pacific storm system sweeps into the region. That system is expected to bring gusty winds, lower desert rain showers, and mountain snow, with snow levels around the 6,000 to 7,000 foot elevation across the Mogollon Rim and White Mountains. In Flagstaff and the high country, temperatures will tumble sharply by Friday, with rain likely turning to snow at higher elevations. Forecast confidence is increasing for a half-inch to an inch of precipitation, and that means several inches of snow possible in the higher peaks and passes. Across central and southern Arizona, the main story will be wind and cooler air. Gusts could reach 30 to 40 miles per hour in some areas Friday afternoon, with blowing dust possible in the desert valleys. By the weekend, temperatures will be running 10 to 15 degrees below normal, with highs in the 60s and 70s across the deserts and overnight lows dipping into the 40s and even the upper 30s. Now that'll be quite a drop from our desert highs in the 80s and 90s just recently. Well, after Friday's system passes, skies should clear out by Sunday, leaving behind cool, crisp fall air and the potential for another disturbance early next week. So enjoy the warmth while it lasts, because by this weekend, it's finally going to start feeling like November in Arizona. However, across the region today, highs will range from the mid-70s to the low 80s, with overnight lows mostly in the low 40s to low 50s. In Payson today, you can expect a high right at 75 degrees, dipping to 43 overnight. About the same in Prescott, for that matter. Sedona will run just a bit warmer at 79, dropping to 51 after sunset. Globe climbs to 74 this afternoon, then down to 48 tonight. And here in Tonto-Payson, the high is forecast to reach 81 degrees today, but will be dipping down into the 40s tonight for the first time this fall, with a forecast low of 49. Sunrise this morning was at 6:53. It will set this evening at 5:24. And that's your Central Arizona news for this Monday, brought to you by Lowry's Window and Door and by Plant Fair Nursery. For Tonto-TV.com and KRIM Radio, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great day.